Here's an observation, and let this sit with you. Chances are you're not creating content. Most industries still aren't, and all the businesses within those industries. While it may seem that there is more and more content to be consumed and watched, majority of it are from what you would call content creators and not necessarily from businesses. So if you are creating content, good for you. But if you are not, it's about time you stepped up. And the ones that are creating content, chances are you're not building an asset, okay? This is the uncomfortable truths about modern marketing. My name is Christian Lee, CEO of Follow Up Media, a full-service production company and creative-led agency. We operate 3 studios in and around Atlanta and are expanding. And the information I'm giving you is based on real-world knowledge and experience. From what we see day to day by, establishing contact with businesses and just business and industry overall. I'm not saying it's everyone, and there aren't people out there creating content. What I'm saying is, on the whole, it's basically zero. The whole goal of this series is to help us stop pretending activity equals progress, okay? Because it doesn't. And here's the content illusion. Let's start with just a real simple question. What happens to your content after you post it? For most businesses, absolutely nothing. It gets a few views, maybe a few likes, maybe a comment, and then it's going to disappear. Buried under the next post and the next post and the next post, or the next trend, the next distraction. And then guess what? You might do it again. That's not building, that's leaking. Yeah, leaking. It's kind of a gross word, right? What an asset actually is, it does one thing. It continues to produce value over time. Not once, not briefly, not temporarily, but continuously. Same thing in finance. If you have an asset, chances are it is giving you money every month. Hopefully it's growing in value. Your business, definitely an asset. Your content should work the exact same way. And if it only performs for 24 hours, guess what? It's not an asset. It's what we like to call a moment, okay? And this is why most content has no lifespan. Most content dies immediately because it's built for the feed. The feed is designed for one thing, replacement. Everything gets replaced. Every video, every post, every clip, short lifespan, it doesn't compound, there's no structure to it, and there's really no retention of value. You're creating content inside a system that is designed to ultimately forget you. Now, granted, you might go, oh, wait, I have my profile, which is true. And if you go to your profile, you can see the content that you have posted. But you better have a loyal following and something to hook people to actually go to your profile to look at your existing and former content. And the difference between content and infrastructure is huge. Content, one-off, reactive, trend-based. Overall, disconnected. Infrastructure, it's repeatable, it's searchable, structured, and it's all interconnected. One disappears, the other one's going to compound. And also, asset-based content typically has about 3 characteristics, okay? It's searchable. People can find it days, weeks, and months later. The next is it's structured. It connects to other content. And the third, it's reusable. It can be repurposed across platforms. And if your content doesn't do those 3 things, it doesn't last. And that's a huge problem for a lot of businesses and a lot of industries. And here's where the long-form advantage comes in. Long-form content is where assets are built. Podcasts, YouTube videos, deep explanations. These pieces do something short-form cannot. They hold context. They answer real questions, and they build authority. They create entry points into your business, into your product, into your show. One long-form piece can generate multiple clips, search engine optimization value, YouTube indexing, blog content, email content, social distribution. That is an asset. The content flywheel. And let me tell you about how real content systems typically work. You're going to create one long form episode or video. That episode becomes 10 short form clips. YouTube video, one podcast episode. You get to turn it into a blog or article, multiple social posts, and multiple search entry points. And all of it points back to you. Over time, this builds a library, a footprint, an ecosystem, and that is where growth can actually come from. It's pretty common sense. It's pretty simple when you really break it down. Is it easy? Well, it's not digging ditches, but it does take thought, time, consistency, and showing up when you really don't freaking feel like it. For a lot of people, yeah, it's hard. And here's why most brands never build this. They're not really thinking long-term. They're chasing immediacy. They want instant results. I deal with this shit all the time with our clients. They measure success way too early, or they abandon systems before they compound. And because of that, they stay stuck in production instead of asset creation. Think we want one piece of content to continue to work and grow over time and compound. That is you getting a maximum ROI for your time, energy, money, investment, whatever you want to call it. And here's the shift from creator to builder. It's really easy. It's a mindset shift. Stop asking, what should we post today? And start asking, what are we building this quarter? Creators chase engagement. Builders are going to create a system. Probably the same system, hopefully you've got one that you've employed in your business. I'm sure there's a system somewhere in there. That's why McDonald's and all these, chains are so expensive, is because you're not buying a burger joint, you're buying a system. From the real estate to the food, and that system typically works. I don't really see too many McDonald's that typically go out of business after you invest the money and the time into building one and franchising one. And those systems are always going to win. Okay, and here's a big one. Here's the SEO and AI compounding effect. AI is everywhere. Everyone's scared of it. Some are scared of it. Some are like, oh, this is amazing. Some are very anxious about it. They're trying to figure out how they use it, how they employ it, how they make money with it. Is it going to take my job? Am I going to be out in the streets having to reinvent myself? So there's a lot of things, but this is where it gets even more important. Nowadays, search engines and AI are going to reward depth, consistency, and volume. They don't care about your last post. What they do care about is your body of work. What have you published? How often? How deep? How consistent? If you don't have that, you don't exist in search. And soon, you won't exist in AI discovery either. Now that is what should scare you. You won't exist in AI discovery. And I'm telling you, you will need it. And this is what follow-up does. We build systems. We don't just create content, we build content ecosystems that become assets. We take one idea, turn it into a network of visibility. We create systems that grow over time, compound authority, generate leads, build trust, and that are not going to disappear. Your time, your investment, your effort will compound and not just fade away into a feed. That's the difference. So here it is. If your content doesn't last, it doesn't build. And if it doesn't build, you're starting over every week, every month, every year. The brands that win, they don't just create, they accumulate. And this is your uncomfortable truths about modern marketing. I'm Christian Lee, CEO of Follow Up Media. Check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're available on all podcasting platforms. followupmedia.com. We have some exciting things going on, not just what we're doing for our clients, but with some of the things we're doing with AI. We have a new AI agent that we're deploying on our website soon that will not only mark as a great portfolio piece of follow-ups capabilities, but will serve our customers who want to interact with it, who want to get free AI audits for their business, who want to get audits on their marketing. And so please check us out, followupmedia.com. Do me a favor. If you have comments, you have questions, just hit me up. I'll respond. Engage with us. And do yourself a favor. Create a system, even if it's not with us. Build a system that compounds, not just one moment.